So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Powell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second down and 6 now. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty win because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, they can carry the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Gibson again. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And down 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
But he certainly did a nice job there, picking it up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Sly able to put this one through,
and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their up.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Third and long now. Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first two possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 40-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Fighting him off. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Pitching it out to Gibson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play. And now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Another job there on the outside. Shed the wide receiver. And was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 3rd and 6. They're going to motion Dotson to the left. From the gun on third down, Howell. He's got him in, complete. That gain on third down, good for 28.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. A tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 24, Falcons 10.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with them down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Falcons 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Howell changing the play here. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 68 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once more, Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. And out across midfield down to the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing here, Howell. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Howell now to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the ground with Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Black shot. Set.
Ritter off the play fake. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 38.
Red, yellow.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Ritter.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
22 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check white.
A give left side to Robinson.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right.
Yellow. Set.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's yours.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ritter, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Off play action. It's Howell. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, at the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Ritter now. Looking for London on the out route complete. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On play action, here's Ritter. Throws right back to London, complete again.
And a run past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Trouble 38. Check pitch.
Robinson up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
A Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Blue is striking. Green jacket. Claws red. Set.
Ritter to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commanders' 22-yard line.
Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it.
This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
The second down and 10th in, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Howe throwing on third down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Dances by him. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Able to slither by. Able to push his way through. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Robinson with another carry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Steel, black, white, blue. You don't blink. 43 rail.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. Black shot. Yellow. Smash. Red.
On second down, Ritter. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Ritter going to change it up.
Ready?
Robinson will try to pick it up. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Yellow. Red. Cycle.
Ritter back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Chase Claypool with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth-quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Boy, shifts back. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out, had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now, still maybe want to think about letting that play clock run a little here. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. There he goes, right side. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now 1st and goal. Gibson. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Ritter. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Washington, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.